Welcome back, guys. Nervous Vet. We got the board changed up. Yesterday, we did the most improved teams from 2025 to 25-26 yesterday. And there were some surprises on there for me, I got to admit. Some playoff teams kind of close to the bottom had a great year last year, did just enough to get into the playoffs this year. And some teams that missed the playoffs completely this year made the biggest improvements. We're talking about the San Jose Sharks. They were the worst team in hockey last year. They had like 50-something points. This year, they barely missed it. So it's kind of cool seeing the trajectory of teams, who could be like maybe some favorites next year, who's trending in the right direction, who's one offseason away from maybe making a push for the cup. But today we got the playoffs up. So obviously there's no bracket or anything, but we'll take teams off as they get eliminated. So we have 8 series. And if you've been paying attention, hockey, and you've been watching hockey like you're supposed to, you would already know this stuff. We have already had 3 games played yesterday. One of them was pretty good. But yeah, we'll talk about the series. I'll go ahead and make my predictions, and we'll talk about the games from last night. And we'll just go from there. I'll be doing this for the playoffs. I might get some markers to designate wins. I don't really know what yet. This is a Velcro, board, so I don't know. I have some Velcro. I could put a W or something on there. I don't know. But we kind of made it through the entire season, or through when I started making these videos, all the way till the end of the season without standings up. We just moved teams up and down as they did it. So we'll see. This is very, very much for me. But yeah, the folks who watch these videos, really appreciate it. I know there's only about 7 or 8 of you. These get single-digit views, and I think my average watch time is 50-something seconds. So y'all are watching for a few minutes, and I'm grateful for that. We talk about a lot of really cool stuff here. I'm happy that I get the opportunity to talk at something, talk at a camera, talk at some people about hockey rather than this stuff just rattling around in my brain. So it's been a lot of fun. And if you guys have any kind of rebuttals, responses, video responses, comments that you want to make, please go ahead and make them. I would love somebody to get on here with a video review and talk about the same things that I'm talking about, or counterpoints or whatever. I just want some kind of dialogue, some kind of interaction is really my goal here. So I do want to fine tune the channel eventually, get a little bit less primitive, me in my garage with the laptop camera. It's about as bare bones as you can get, but it's cool. I'm out there. So video editing, maybe next season. Who knows? Sky's the limit. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and talk about... First, we'll go ahead and talk about the games from last night, just because we're on the topic, and I can get my predictions based off of what has already gone down. So, last night, 3 games. So the first game was the Carolina Hurricanes at home, game 1. They're number 1 seed in the number 1 seed in the East, playing against the second wildcard team, the Ottawa Senators. They got a 2-0 victory. Second game was the Wild and the Stars. This is the series that many people were looking forward to, the one that was going to be hard to bet and everything. And I have to tell you guys something. Yesterday, I was like, Dallas could be a very dangerous team. I still think that, but they did not show it in game 1. They lost 6-1 to the Minnesota Wild at home in game 1. So they're gonna have to figure it out. They don't want to drop both games in Dallas, but there were almost 0 signs of life in that first game. And then the battle for Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh and Philly. Pittsburgh being the higher seeded team in the Metropolitan Division at home. Philly ended up getting a 3-2 victory, so good for them. Flyers, Wild, and Hurricanes all up 1-0 in the best-of-7 series. So that's really all we have to talk about as far as games from yesterday. There's 4 games today. Kings Avalanche are tipping off here in about 3.5 hours, noon Mountain Standard Time. The Canadians and the Lightning, what I called yesterday the Eastern Conference's version of the Dallas Stars Minnesota Wild series. It should be a really, really good series. The Bruins and the Sabres. We got the Sabres gear on. Super, super stoked. We're in full playoff mode. And then the Mammoth and the Golden Knights are the primetime game. And I don't know. I probably won't be watching that because I will probably be getting pissed drunk for this Sabres-Bruins game tonight. We found a Buffalo bar here in Tucson. So going out for the game. It's called the Anchor Bar. If anyone here is from Tucson is going to go out and watch it, we're going to be out there in that Josh Doan jersey. If you watch the channel, you've seen me unbox it. But yeah, it should be a really fun time. Unfortunately, it's all the way across town, so I'm going to have to Uber out there, and then my girlfriend's going to have to pick me up so I don't have to drive home. Don't drink and drive. That shit's dangerous and could ruin your life. That's all I can say about that. But anyway, we'll talk about some had a stroke. We'll talk about some predictions here now that we've already had like a day into the playoffs. I'll breeze through this. But Avalanche Kings, I think the Kings could give them a little bit of trouble. We'll see. It's the first game on today. I don't think there's going to be any sweeps. There wasn't any sweeps last year in the first round. I think the Kings can steal at least a game from Colorado, but I do think the Avalanche will go on to the next round. Dallas and Wild. The Dallas Stars were like my pick for the Cup 24 hours ago. I'm not going to let one bad game kind of knock me off that pick, but it didn't look good. Dallas is definitely going to have to get a game back in Dallas, or else it could get ugly. But I'm still going to pick this game to go 7. I think that the Wild got off to a great start, and that's probably what they needed to compete with Dallas. Really get momentum, steal momentum from them. But the Dallas Stars are a deep team. They have a lot of really great players, so we'll see what happens there. Vegas Golden Knights and Utah Mammoth. If you've watched this channel, you know I despise not only the Vegas Golden Knights and their entire fan base, but the entire Pacific Division. Like, it's just a trash division. And I think when you get down to a really scrappy team like Utah, a hockey team with pieces everywhere and a few household names, right? Clayton Keller versus the Golden Knights, who are nothing but like on paper, they look like the 2019 Western Conference All-Stars. Like, they have so much star power, but they're playing good hockey at the right time. They got a new coach, and they won like 7 out of 8 games. But like, man, I just like the Utah Mammoth's chances. I just think that they had a more complete season, and they're going to play more complete hockey. So I'm going to say Utah Mammoth in 6 or maybe 7 games. I think that will also be a very good series. Then we come down to the Oilers and the Ducks, and these are just, as far as predictions for this series, it's just the tale of two teams. The Ducks are coming in after losing a bunch of games. I mean, unfortunately, they kind of ran out of games to lose, or else they would have lost their way right out of the playoffs. And then the Edmonton Oilers tried their damnedest to steal the division. I mean, they really did. They won quite a few games at the end of the year. They're looking pretty good. I think the Oilers play extremely well in the postseason. They have for many years. They've made it to back-to-back Stanley Cups. Obviously, they lost both of those, but they're going to make another deep run here. I mean, I got the Oilers beating the Ducks, and I think this could be like a 5-game series also. I think that Edmonton is just kind of built for the playoffs, and we'll see. But I'm definitely picking the Oilers in 5, maybe 6 games. I don't think this will go to 7. In the East, Carolina and Ottawa, it's been a physical series so far. Ottawa played pretty good. They only gave up 2 goals. They just couldn't get anything going on offense. They had 1 goal waved off, which was a good call, I think. I think they played the game they wanted to play. They're playing the fucking Carolina Hurricanes, who are a great team. So we'll see. We'll see what happens when the series shifts back to Ottawa. I could definitely see them finding themselves in a 0-2 hole when it does head back to Ottawa. But I think they'll manage to steal a game. Like I said, I don't think there's going to be any sweeps in the first round. I do think Carolina will take the series. But we'll see. It's going to be one of the more physical series of the playoffs. I mean, there's a Kachuk brother. They dropped the gloves like 3 seconds into the game. So Pittsburgh and Philly, this is going to be a good series. Like, they're another physical series. I mean, we're talking about an old school rivalry. I think Philadelphia is red hot coming into the playoffs. Extremely hot. Like, they came from the depths of the wild card, and ended up getting third place in their division. So, I mean, I'm stoked for Philly. I like the young team. I like Zegras. I like a lot of the energy from that team, I guess you could say. They kind of remind me of my team a little bit. The Buffalo Sabres, just like youthfulness. They're quick and they're scrappy. And Philly, I think Philly's going to take out Pittsburgh. I really do. I think Pittsburgh's had a pretty complete season, but I think it's just who's trending at the right time, kind of like the Oilers in the Ducks series. I think the Flyers are going to take it. I think the Flyers could take both games in Pittsburgh and probably split it in Philly. And then, I mean, we're talking 5 or 6 games. I don't think this will be as close as many people thought it would be. So it was a good game last night, but instinctively, that's what I think. So Buffalo and Boston, going to be an amazing series. I can't wait for game 1. I'm nervous. I am not going to lie to you guys. I'm nervous. I think Boston has a great team. They have great goaltending. They won a bunch. Well, no, actually, they lost a bunch of games at the end of the year. I'm trying to make up shit that didn't happen. Yeah, no, Boston lost a bunch of games at the end of the year. So we'll see. But I mean, I think it's just me so used to disappointment that I can honestly, and I hate to say this, I can honestly see Buffalo getting bounced in the first round, and that would suck. But I am conditioned to feel that way. I mean, I'm an Arizona sports fan, and I like the Buffalo Sabres, and they are making the playoffs for the first time since I was a senior in high school. So with that being said, I am going to pick Buffalo. I think they will win the series. I'm just saying that part of me wouldn't be surprised if they get bounced in like 6 games. But I'm going to pick Buffalo in 7. I think it's going to be a hard-fought series. I really do. And then Tampa Bay and Montreal. I've been back and forth. I did the bracket challenge. I took Tampa. I want to see Tampa and Buffalo in the second round. I think that's the series that we all deserve to see. But, man, I am really thinking about this now, and I think that the Canadiens, the hottest team in the NHL, right this very second, dude, they could make noise. They can make noise. I think this one could also go to 7. I think we could potentially have, guys, 5-7 game series. I know that sounds crazy, but the playoffs are wicked good this year. Wicked good. And I think that Tampa Bay and Montreal Canadiens series could end up being the series of the first round. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. If I'm crazy, some of my talking circles, sorry about that. But yeah, you guys like, subscribe, comment, whatever. Let's get a little bit of interaction going here. I mean, it'd be cool. But anyone who watched this till the end, y'all are the best. And I'm going to make one more video of a couple of posters I got. But you guys have a good rest of your day. Make sure you watch the playoffs tonight, man, because watching hockey is good for you. Until next time.